So I want to make this quick, I don't know how quick little video, but um, it came to my mind today that games today have really lost their, I guess, their value in a way. And now I'm talking about monetarily, I'm talking about their gameplay value. And I guess this kind of happens to every trend that becomes mainstream. And there's an increase in monetary value, and I would say there's a decrease in quality, even in a way. This even happened with comic books as well. You know, the early stages, the storylines, the characters didn't seem so cookie cutter as they are now, right? Yeah, they share certain elements that all comic books do, but it came to a point that it's become almost cookie cutter, right? There's nothing really innovative. There's nothing really different, I guess is a better term, because I don't know how much it's innovative, but there's nothing really different. And games have been, because now they're mainstream, right? Have gone shut up in value, but there's nothing really reason why it was shoot up in value. Like, this is a new game, right? Either you print out a limited amount, which I guess that creates value. The game could be a horrible game, could be worthless, really. Even you wouldn't even play for a minute, because it's printed limited. It's really valuable, which really tells you where our standard of values has really shot down, right? There's no longer, hey, this gameplay, there's time in there, there was effort there, it's well planned out, there's storyline, there's music. That's why if you look at certain games, even modern games as well, certain modern games, you see the effort, right? You see that the music, they took a time, right? The art style, the gameplay. Now, what I'm showing you here, it's obviously, I wouldn't call it this, I would call retro. It's trying to emulate classic 8-bit style, right? It's not classic because it's not from that era. It's recently trying to imitate that 8-bit era. And it's an action platformer. I think I haven't played it, but I believe it looks fun. It looks like the type of game I would be playing. I could be wrong, but why not? So the question is that this came sealed, and I don't want to open it because either some YouTuber who's a reseller or someone, I guess in the gaming community, if there is a community, said that this is going to go up in value and it's worth more sealed. Now, one, I'm not a reseller. Two, I'm not that crazy of a collector, right? That I have to have it pristine and have to have it graded, and no. And three, there is no nostalgia. There's no connection to this game as an adult, right? And even as an adult, there's other stuff more important than a video game. Like, it's not a, how can I put this? Like, it's not my childhood. It's not my teenage years. It's not my young adult. I'm an adult, right? So games are usually, I want to say, for every game, I mean, everybody can enjoy a game, obviously, but they're more targeted for a younger audience, right? Versus an older audience. I'm talking about in the 30s or 40s, right? And usually that older audience is playing older games, not that there's nothing wrong playing. And if they are, they're playing these type of games, these retro, what they call retro, right? They're trying to imitate that type of era, 8-bit era, 16-bit era, 2D platformers, right? This is an example, just to name one. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. That's great that they're doing this. It's definitely, for me at least, it's fun. right? And I play other games too. I play a lot of modern games as well. So I play both because I'm kind of in that era where you know, classic gaming, which I would call like NES, Super NES, Genesis, Sega Master System, even the N64, the GameCube. You can, I guess, not really, because the GameCube I would consider more that leap that between what's modern gaming, where they went more into even N64, but not so much. You're dealing with polygons. It's more when it became more clear the character, more 3D um, environments where we're currently at right now. When you go to really the one who did the jump, in my opinion, it would be the Xbox 360, because that actually took the jump to online gaming, right, where we're at now. And you have like Fortnite, you have the Fall Guys, you have even Animal Crossing. I mean, it's just, you can play now across the platforms and not co-oping or nothing, but that's a whole nother subject. But I came to a conclusion saying, why am I not going to open this and not enjoy it? Am I going to go then buy another game so this stays in pristine condition? Why? Why would I do that? Why? Like, it makes no sense. Like, I don't even know this game's going to go up in value. Right? It's like people now are discovering old games and suddenly that game shoots up in value and they don't like it. But it's because they paid for more money. Now they want to get their money back. They didn't like it. They didn't like it back then, and now all of a sudden they're going to like it now. Makes no sense if you think about it. Like, from a logical adult standpoint, it makes no sense. You didn't like it when you were a kid. You didn't like it when you were a teenager, and all of a sudden as an adult you're going to like it? That makes no sense to me. Like, are you just doing it because you're fear of missing out, right? What is that about? Fear of missing out about what? There's other stuff in life. As I can tell you, as a parent, as a husband, there's so much more in life than this. I'm not gonna miss out on this, right? And it's gonna go up in value. Oh, who says it's gonna go up in value? That's happened so much in many games. Like, they removed from the digital library. Like, it happened to DuckTales. It shot up and then went back down. Another one is the NCAA game, and that shot up right away and then went back down. I mean, even baseball cards at one time there were so much, and then went down. It's like, it's not, it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense at all. So my question is, like, would you have this? Would you keep this sealed? I mean, because of the value, or because someone tells you? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I guess if you paid for it, you own it. You can do whatever you want. That's obviously a given. And a bird goes tweet. Yeah, of course we got that. That's not an argument. That's not. I don't want to hear that. That's not even. That's your opinion in a way. An argument, I need an analysis, right? An actual analysis. What's the issue here? The issue is, why am I keeping this modern game that's retro, obviously, sealed? That's the question. Why? And then I want an analysis, right? Not just a conclusion, why? Why would I keep this? Right? Is it because, again, someone's telling me? Is it because the community's telling me? Is it because I'm hoping and a prayer that this is going to go up in value? When I bought it to enjoy it. That's why you buy this, to enjoy it. You can keep and look at the box if you want, I guess, and just look at the art and you enjoy it and you want to put it away that way. That's fine. I have no problem with that. And I mean, is it getting to a weird point that obviously these are getting graded or slabbed, and obviously people are doing that for value. I mean, I could do that with invest in the market and make way more money and be sure I'm going to get my money back more than this. It's a bigger guarantee. Anyways, but that's my opinion. It just stunned me today. Like, I'm hesitant to open this. Why? Because of a plastic film that devalues it right away. I seen some YouTubers say, "Oh, there goes $1 million." Why? Who said that? When did you? I mean, there's no. You just say this out of thin air. Like it doesn't make sense to me at all. And then we take it at face value because you gave this opinion over YouTube. That's insane. There's no. Are you trying to drive up the market? Are you trying to change the market because you're in that field? I don't know, but I think we need to kind of stop and realize that, like, people say, I want to see the gameplay. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you want to see the gameplay. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, I agree. That's a great point. But just not opening it because someone said, or hope and a prayer, like I said, or maybe there's another point people can bring up, or because I want to keep it pristine. Okay, that's fine, but that's not the function. It's like how come we don't have the value in tools, right? Why don't we do that with cars as well? When we spend so much more money in a car, why don't we keep the film still on the car? It's like it doesn't, they come with a little plastic thing on the stereo if you bought a new car. Because you're using it, right? You're using it to point. I know this is just entertainment. I understand that. I'm trying to figure this out and try to see if are we losing the sense of the real value of this, which is entertainment, in my opinion, which can benefit you more when you're stressed out or you just need a break, versus some monetary value that, yeah, it could happen and can, once you get rid of this, you never played it, you never enjoyed it, you just bought it for that. I guess that's the joy. I guess that's the fun you have. Which then I would really question: are you a gamer? Are you a collector? You're just really fall into the category of a reseller, and that's it. So you're really in a different area of the community. Anyways, let me know what you think about these new retro games. These are retro; they're not classic. They're imitating the classic style back then, 2D platformer. Would you open this, or will you be the seal? Anyways, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.